We got about 5 minutes. Let's see here. All right, sound checks good, video's good. I need some top loaders, penny sleeves. Some 100s, 180s. Welcome everybody. We'll get started in just a second. Well, in just a minute. Hundreds. I needed thick penny sleeves. Don't I have any over here? Yeah. All right. I think we're good everywhere. I think we are. 30 teams. Hope everybody had a good Father's Day. I hope they enjoyed their day. Now we're fixing to get into a break. Hope we're going to see something nasty come out of this. All right, got my drink handy. Trash can. Everything was looking good. Move this out of the way. I know what I was going to do. Kill that. Welcome, welcome. We'll get started in just a couple of minutes. For the guys that have not broke with me before, I top load all numbered cards. May not do it during the break, but all numbered cards are top loaded. All cards will ship. And let's see what else. All King Griffey Jr. autographs, memorabilia, and numbered cards will not go to Groove Dogs. They will stay here with me. He doesn't even like Griffey. Okay, so we got those. We're ready everywhere, I believe. All right, guys, one more minute and we'll get this thing started. Guys, I'll try to get everything shipped out to you tomorrow. This is a lot of cards. We'll try to get them sorted tonight. Get them in the mail in the morning. So, good luck to everybody tonight. Thank you all for the bids. I do appreciate it. And it's 9 o'clock. Guys, 2019 Topps Series 2 Hobby Full Case eBay break Today's date is June the 16th, 2019. Hope everyone's having a happy Father's Day. Spend the day with some loved ones, hang out, goof off, do the normal. Go ahead and get this thing started. I'm going to do something different today, shoot. I'm going to bust it from the bottom. That way I don't have to flip boxes. You say that they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. They lied. Should be okay. Oh yeah, and the silver packs. We'll do the silver packs once the break's over. Hit recap at the very end of the break, like always. So a lot of you guys don't want to hang around and watch this awesome break. I understand. There will be a hit recap. Alright, I'm going to move camera over just a touch. Move it down. Boxes are still on the screen on the top camera. Guys, good luck. Empty box. What's up, dog man? How you doing tonight, Clay? Just tell me that you've seen the birthday present that Perkins got me. He said, break, break, break. Joe Adele. William Perkins went to the Braves Angels minor league game today and got Joe Adele to autograph a ball that said, "Brew, happy Facebook birthday." Dude, that was awesome. Happy Facebook birthday, Brew. Alright guys, we're going to attempt it. See how many of these are upside down right off the start. Well, we should be okay for a few seconds. I do show all cards just because there's too much can go wrong. Josh James. The way I feel anyway, there's... Okay, we'll flip those like so. Justin Smoke. Poppin' Smoke. Rafael Herrera, 150th. Vlad Jr. I think these are selling for like 15-20 bucks a piece. Yes, Alex. Yeah, you see me carrying Alex on my back. Strawberry. Troy Tulowitzki. Dude, with friends like you guys, Clay, I don't ever need any enemies anywhere. Yeah, with friends like you guys, who needs enemies? Bo. It's all in good fun, though. It has to be. You know, the way we are toward each other, it's awesome. Cody Reed, 1824 out of 2019. Brandon Drury. Oh, you already know. As soon as the NFL season kicks off, it's over with for him. So he can have all the fun he wants now. Because trust me, I've already got special stuff planned. Just wait till Chicago. Yeah, wait till we go to the National. And then Soup comes in. Long time no see Soup. Jeffrey Ramirez 150th. The Kingdom. What's up, Soup? How's life treating you? Frank Robinson. Patrick Wisdom Foil. Manny Machado. Max Muncy, numbered 1447 out of 2019. Home Run Challenge, George Springer. Man, I've been honestly loving it, dude. I should have listened to a few people a year and a half ago and went straight eBay. Francisco Mejia, Alan Hansen, 150, 150th anniversary. Eloy, you back working steady? Has the water dropped any for you guys? I know they're wanting me to go to Minnesota the 22nd, 23rd, something like that, for like a week, 5 days. Ian Desmond Foil. Pee Wee Reese. G-Man Choi, 981 out of 2019. Barge is here this week. Good deal. Nick Trapino Foil. Cam Gallagher. Austin Slater. Jacob DeGrom. Tyler O'Neill Future Stars. Major League Material, 2-color, Anthony Rizzo for the Chicago Cubs. Yeah, they were talking about me going to Minnesota the 22nd, I think. The 22nd through the 27th. I don't know if I'm going yet or not. I told them I don't, with me, I don't like being out of town, but like 3 days at a time. I don't like that 5-day trip stuff. Hank Aaron. Flooded out for 2 months now. Scheduled this week. I've got Spectra, Noir, and then I'm going to put up 3 cases of Museum in the next, I think, by tomorrow. Fernando Tatis Jr. Yeah, I was working in Daniel. I was working in what was that place called? Shenandoah, Iowa. That's where we were staying at. I'm trying to think what was the name of the little town we were actually working in. Josh Reddick, 857 out of 219, 2019. Yeah, we were staying in Shenandoah. We were working in I can't think of the name of it. So I was southwest Iowa is where I was at. And it was, man, I'd never seen anything like it. Like I was telling the guys that when I came back and I was breaking a little bit, we went through a place, the worst place that I seen was called Hamburg. Yeah, I was in Nebraska City. Nebraska City is where we stayed at too. We went through a place called Hamburg that was completely flooded. The entire place was. I never seen anything like it. As you can hear from my twang, I'm not from that side of the world, so it was definitely, man. My heart went out to everybody out there, man, because that was horrible. Monsters, man, we hit. Finest was good for us, and so was Inception. Inception, we hit the 101 tag auto book of Bregman. Finest, I mean, hell, we pulled 2 supers in 6 or 7 cases. A ton of Fernando Tatis, stuff like that. Best hit was probably a red Tatis, maybe. I actually went through where Mark Twain was from. That's Hannibal, Missouri. They actually have a really good barbecue place there that moved from where it was the last time we were through there. Yeah, Mark Twain was set up in Hannibal, Missouri. Fun fact. Fertilizer season's over. Yeah, when I was there, so they were talking about all the little storage, the silos, the little storage deals. All of those having bad grain in it. They had guys come in from out of state that was pulling the grain out, pulling the bad stuff out to get the good stuff to keep, and rebuilding a lot of it. Mark Twain. I said it. $2. Box 2. Kikuchi. We pulled a go to his last night. That was a nice looking card. Patrick Wisdom. That was, I think, yeah, that was in Finest. Johnny Field, 150th. Brandon Morrow. Daniel Palka, foil. How's Ty been doing, Soup? Bryce Harper. Brock Holt. Pete Alonso. I know guys been buying up a bunch of those. Buying all the Pete Alonso, Tatis, and Vlads that they can get their hands on. I bought, I think I bought 45 Fernando Tatis out of this. Willie Stargell. Everybody laughing at him. He's ha ha. That's when the Pirates, back when the Pirates were good. The Cubs were not running things. He said Samuel Longhorn Clemens. Yes, I googled it. At least you're honest. Soup, you sold my Shohei Ohtani. You sold my Baker Mayfield yet? $14.94 out of 2019. Miguel Andujar home run challenge. I want that card for some reason. I don't know why, but I do. Eloy. Got time with him for Father's Day. Good deal. Vlad. Yu Darvish foil. Carson Kelly, 150th. Start of the season. Yeah, I don't know why, but I've been trying to find a couple of them to buy, and honestly, I hadn't seen any. This next card's pretty cool. Shoe's not gonna like it. Chipper Jones. Looks like he's about 12 years old, laying on a super duper old school couch. Chipper Jones, Atlanta Braves. I like that card. There you go, Shoe. He got a newspaper laying on his lap. He's over chilling. Brandon Workman, 808 out of 2019. I've got two Optic contenders. I don't have any contender Bakers. That's the ones that I've been trying to buy up, and I hadn't done any good with those yet. Jake Cave, 150th. He said, please be in here, Tony. Tony, are you in the room? Dave Winfield, bat for the New York Yankees. Tony is not in here as of right now. I do see what you were talking about, though, Shoe, with the hobby to jumbo. Kyle Gibson, 32 out of 2019, 150 years, Will Clark. Okay. Luis Severino. Mike Fires, 150. I think I'm going to bust a case of this myself. Rugged Adore. That is numbered 16 out of 76. I think I'm going to bust the last 2 cases I have. Rip them and just send a bunch of stuff to grading. Texas Rangers. Fernando Tatis Jr. Because I want to say there's like 4 to 6 Vlads a case. 6 or so Tatis. Same odds with the Alonsos and stuff. And then the silver pack cards. You know, I love the silver pack stuff. I'm ready for Heritage Minor to come out. That way I can open 10 cases of it. Ozzie Albies. That's my one problem with Heritage Minors is it's hard for me to sell it because I want to rip all of it. Kevin Kramer, 1886 out of 2019, Chad Pender. Man, I got a ton at PSA right now, so a ton. Me personally, I probably got between 400 and 600 cards at PSA. I've been waiting on some for a long time, and some not that long. The first 2 subs that I sent in still hadn't popped, but I've had 15 other orders since then pop. I had one pop in like 6 days. But it was because they told me the magic number that they want. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want they don't want 300 or 400 cards in one order. They want 100 to 120. So I've been sending them in, 3 or 4 orders at one time instead of just one great big order. Man, 20, I've been sending between 20 and 30 a week, man. They just keep adding up. And then, of course, I had the one big order where I had over 100 there. I think I had like 175 cards in one of the orders. But that was one of the very first ones. But that was the stuff that I was sending to Scott and Alex and everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So I was dividing my stuff up amongst them. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start sending them in myself. So I had the one really big order. Shoot, how many cards did you buy the other night from me? You're going to laugh when you hear this one. Years ago in tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Monday. 19 centering, we found out the centering and the surface. So if you got anything with serial numbers on it, suit, look on the back and make sure that the serial number didn't get punched through the back, because they'll hit you on the surface on them, because the serial numbers are indented in the back. Yeah, yours go off tomorrow, shoe, with mine. He got 73 cards. What we spend? Like 200 bucks. Michael Soroka. Robin Yount. I do that just to mess with old William Perkins. Soroka, same thing. Kyle Freeland, foil. 150 to Stephen Tarpley. Get up. Bert Blyleven. Adam Duvall. Wasn't even 200. Yeah, I'll send the Mauricio's coming back to you along with whatever else you have here. Yeah, whatever else you have here that's not graded will be, you'll get all of that back. Probably have it Wednesday. Christian Yelich. You don't go back out for work until what, Thursday? What kind of work do I do, Scott? Baseball cards. 1462 out of 2019. I also kind of just I do heating and air as well, but only commercial work out of state, out of town. Do a lot of small commercial and big industrial. Lance McCullers Jr. Any Dollar General that gets put up in the Midwest, odds are I probably was on the job or had to go fix the job. Keon Keller, 150th. You say you roll out Wednesday. Do you want me to wait and mail it Tuesday? That way it'd be there on Friday or Thursday when you get back home. You done lost your mind. Don't pay them dudes no attention. None. I do cards full time now. Fernando Tatis Jr. I don't just do breaks and stuff. I do card shows and yeah, I do commercial work. We do a lot of the Dollar Generals and the little Sonic restaurants. We do a lot of those. But normally, this year's been different. Man, I normally don't go out of town until wintertime. 1102 out of 2019. I normally work out of town 3 to 4 months a year. This year, we left in November, came home in February, end of February, and then I'm already back out again, which is unusual. Normally we're sitting at home right now, you know what I'm saying? So what makes me nervous is if these guys are already behind now, wintertime is going to be a nightmare for me. So and of course I only work in places that other people don't like working. Sam Dyson, 150th. There's nothing like working in Big Fork, Minnesota, and it'd be negative 39 degrees outside. Pete Alonso. Yeah, negative 39 degrees, and I'm up on a metal roof with 2 foot of snow and ice. setting units on top of a roof with a crane. A lot of the stuff that we do, the locals won't touch, and I hadn't figured that one out yet either. Eloy Jimenez. Chris Campbell says lies. Yeah, Big Fork, Minnesota was the coldest place I've ever been in my entire life. Hands down. Nick Birdie. That is numbered 4 out of 25 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I gotta move those thick penny sleeves. I keep wanting to grab those. Man, I feel privileged right now. I got Soup, Chris, Chew, and Dogman all in the same break, just hanging out, goofing off with me. What's the occasion? Yeah, guys, I'm okay. I promise. I'm not dying. I'm trying to figure out what did I do? Have I not been on Facebook enough today? A lot today or something? Well, something's going on. I gotta figure this one out. Tyler Austin, 1,069 out of 2019. Man, for the money, you gotta go. You can't. But I will say that people in Minnesota have better winter clothes than we do here in Tennessee. I like the couple of months a year work. I dig that. Reese McGuire. I get to spend a lot of time at home with my family for a little bit of time away from home. And like for me doing heating and air, Josh Rogers, 3 out of 50. There's nothing worse in heating and air than summertime when it's 120 degrees. Like today here was 93 or 94, but our humidity pushed it up over 100. There's no way I would want to work in someone's attic on a roof on a day like today. So I take the cold over the heat any day. Adam Frazier. I have not seen a Victor Robles card look like that, so we're going to top load that one right on up. I say that now, I'll pull like 15 of them look exactly like that. Chris Sale. Jorge Afario. Drew Verhagen, 3 out of 2019. Kimmel, I tried to call you yesterday or last night. I seen where you called. I was at the picking up all that trash and stuff, trying to get ready to go to the dump from where them guys working on the deck. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was looking at the temperatures on where we got to go. The 22nd, and today's high was like 63 degrees or something. I was like, yeah. The number on the code. That one is a 4031. I will, Chris. Yeah, it's just like Heritage. Just like Heritage. The old school cards, the variations. There's a handful of variations. Yeah, I think this week, Chris, we're going to pour concrete, have concrete poured, new back door, and water heater put in. You call Chris anytime you want to. Yeah, anytime you want. Chris is normally up from like 8:15 in the morning to 2:15 in the morning. Wow. That's a That's a lot. That's a real super duper high number. What is it? 0.1 for a beer or 0.1 for a shot or something like that? SSP, so that was a SP, not a SST. Yeah. My kid's actually home this week. He doesn't have any kind of sports programs or anything he's in this week, so I get to hang out with him a little bit, goof off. Chaz Rowe. Hank Aaron. He asked me and his mom today, he's like, can we have a pool? I said no. Can we have a pool? I said, no. No, we sure cannot. Well, I would really like to have a pool because I could go swimming anytime I wanted. I was like, dude, he straight tries to get me every time he can. 40-031. 031. It's normal. That's not normal. 4031. 4031. All right, that's the SP. Giancarlo Stanton. Those numbers, they need to make the numbers just a touch bigger. Steven Matz, 1747 out of 2019 Freddie Freeman Home Run Challenge. Another Eloy. He said you need to permit her. Yeah, it's over with now, Chris. It's over for you now, buddy. I got a few years left. Peyton will be 8 years old his birthday. Kendry Morales, yeah, he'll be 8 his birthday, so I'm still good for just a little while. Tony Perez. So far just Vlad, SP, couple of Tatis, nothing really major yet. This is one of those bulk breaks, you know, bunch of cards, Maybe that, hopefully that really, really, really nice card come out. I want to see a dual auto. Somebody good. Taylor Rogers, 1049 out of 2019. She's got a boyfriend. Poor Chris. Chris is in for it now. Charles Johnson, Lewis Brinson, Miguel Cabrera. Carl Edwards Jr. out 150th. It's awesome. He said, I asked them if they were throwing a party. They said, why would we? 4031, Chris Archer. Monty Irvin. Pete Alonso. Noah Syndergaard, 1173 out of 2019. Kenta Maeda, full. Kevin Pillar, 150th year. Perkins, I need you to do some Google searching. Is anybody breaking this stuff in under 2 hours? Adam Sniper. I'm sitting there looking, I was like, 48 minutes, I'm on box 4. It's gonna be, woo. I used to be able to break stuff like this quick. And then I started taking my time, man. I don't like flying through stuff because you miss stuff too much. And for me, this is, I know I say it from time to time, this is the stuff that I actually open myself and build sets with and everything else. So, I don't know. I guess it takes me like a half a day to open one for myself. He said, I would have to say no. If they are, my question is, how are they going about finding all the cards? John Hicks, 1137 out of 2019. Now jumbos are nothing. Yeah, a lot of people are not doing full cases. A lot of them, that's what I was seeing. A lot of people are doing half case breaks. That may be something that I'll look into going forward on some of this stuff. But I like it to, if there's a case hit, I want the same owner to be able to 3 case break of it. I could, real easy. I've got 1 hobby and 1 jumbo left is what I have. So I'm seriously, I think I might go live on Facebook tomorrow once I get done with my sorting and shipping. I may rip both my cases tomorrow. I got Spectra basketball for tomorrow night on eBay. Basketball's been pretty good to us. Baseball's been good to us. And I do think it helps that we ship all cards. $2 a.m. tomorrow night. Honestly, man, I should have everything packaged up and shipped out by 3:30 tomorrow, if I had to guess. Because the rain is supposed to come in tonight and stay tomorrow, so I'm kind of hoping that everybody gets rained out of coming over here and working. If they get rained out, that means I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow. Stay at home and get some stuff handled. And then I got, like I said, I got Spectra. Spectra's like a 20-minute sort. Noir, same 20-minute sort, and then some museum. And I'm gonna do museum in full cases. I'm not gonna half case those. Diego Castillo. Castillo. Randy Johnson. Our Noir case was okay. We had 2 of the sneaker collection cards in it. DeAndre Ayton and LaMarcus Aldridge. So there was no Doncic or Trae Young. That kind of hurt. But overall, the cards that we got, Larry Bird, Larry Bird auto, stuff like that, there wasn't the big wow card. I guess maybe the Ayton sneaker. But there was a bunch of smooth, nice cards. German Marquez 12.95 out of 2019. Man, that's kind of the way honestly, that's the way I feel about it now. Is if I'm buying into a break, I want all the cards, because like I was saying, it's too easy for me to slip up and miss something. Evan Longoria. It's way too easy for me to slip up and miss something, in a product like this right here. I'm gonna be like, the only thing ships is rookie cards. Well, hell, why would I buy into it then? So, right, and that was the way I kind of thought. Ken Griffey Jr. Mariners. It's just the bases there. Matt Barnes foil. He said I would have confiscated it. Yeah. Well, I had the reason why I show, like I said, every single card is I had a person message me and tell me that he didn't think that there was only that many of them in one case. 1231 out of 2019 of a certain player. And I told him, I said, do me a favor. I said, go back and watch the video. If you've been slighted by one card, I'll issue a 100% refund and you keep the rest of the cards. He comes back like an hour later and says, man, I apologize. You know, you shipped everything. The correlation in that case was just not the best for him. I was like, exactly. That's what I have to do. And it was one of those, I think it was Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge was popping out like 4 case. John Gant. And there was only 2 or 3 in that case that he was in. I was like, man, I said, go watch it. I mean, it's simple. Just like tonight, you see me top load every single Eloy, every single Tatis, Vlad Jr., and Pete Alonso. Who do I root for in Tennessee in baseball? I'm a diehard Cubs fan. David Price, Major League material for the Boston Red Sox. I'm a diehard Cubs fan. An old school Cubs fan, not a new Cubs fan. Yeah, not an Atlanta Braves fan. I don't like Atlanta Braves at all. I think they're going to be a damn good team in the next few years, but Fernando Tatis Jr. The SP a chipper. Starling Castro, 1033. Dean Dietz. Oh, that's the SSSP version of him. The Indians. Yeah. I'm a Ken Griffey Jr. fan. Ken Griffey Jr. is my favorite player. Lance Lynn, 150th. Vlad Jr. I would say I probably got close to 10,000 cards of his. Now, in the last couple of years, I started getting into vintage. The Vladdy Juniors, I think that's the second or third one. In the last couple of years, I started doing some vintage stuff. Almost put together the PSA 4 set of 1956 tops. So I think I'm down to 10 or 12 cards now to have that set complete. And then when I finish it, I'm going to 53. Matt Shoemaker foil. David Peralta, 1075. Jose Altuve home run challenge. I would have sent you goods. Man, I was supposed to. I thought I did send you goods the other day, Chris. Yeah, when they had Jay Buhner, old ball-headed, run like he was stomping ants, but had a cannon of an arm. Him, Edgar Martinez, A-Rod. Tino. They had Tino. Oh, they had Edgar. Excuse me, Edgar, not Tino. I don't know why I was thinking Tino. Yeah, the old school Cubs for me were Dawson, Grace, Sandberg, Sean Dunston, Sano, Greg Maddux, Rick Sutcliffe. Yeah, the Griffeys are going to be vintage before I know it. I understand. That's the reason why I started doing like I said, the one set at a time. And then I got crazy and did the 86, 87 Fleer basketball. I did a PSA 7 set and a PSA 9 set. I completed those, and then I went back to my 56 set. Yes, sir, I'm 37 years old. Yeah, I'm 37. Favorite Indian? My favorite Indian was probably Kenny Lofton. Because dude, he ran center field like he owned the place. He better not hit anything remotely close to being snatched. 64. Tommy's wedding in Chicago. Honestly, I like baseball cards. Yeah, I am the oldest 37-year-old you ever meet. I got more gray hair. What's left anyway? It's all gray. Beard and all. I started turning gray when I was 13, so. I love cards, memorabilia, and I think my newest, well, I say that. Chris, you did see what Shu got me today for my birthday, didn't you? He got Joe Adele to autograph a baseball that said "Happy Facebook Birthday, Brew." No, I didn't shave at 6. I didn't start shaving until I was probably, I don't know, 12, 13 years old. I had a full beard by the time I was 15. And my hair at one time was jet black. At one time it was. George Brett. I liked him too. Pine tar and all. Dude, do you know that's the only one like it? So of course it'll go over here with the rest of my stuff. I was super hyped up for that. Jeffrey Springs. Yeah, you didn't see other than the baseball, I got something like 2 weeks ago I traded for. And I don't really like it in my house, but it has to be here. Because, I mean, I don't have to like the guy. But he's a great quarterback. I got a big old Tom Brady matted picture. Like 20, I think it's 24 by 30. It came from AP. AP had it, Pete Alonso, and run it in one of his boom boxes or something that he had. Yeah. And then the guy who hit it, he held on to it for like a month, waiting on me to show up to the card show because he knew I wanted it. So I got it right beside him on Muhammad Ali stuff right now. Mark McGwire. The big picture of Muhammad Ali that I got. So No, that is my Tom Brady. You're not trading for the Tom Brady shoe. No. Willens Astudillo 1814 2019. Glaber Torres. If that Jordan passes PSA, I want a price on it. If it passes PSA, JSA, PSA, I want a price on it. Eloy Jimenez for the White Sox. I actually got a message about it on Facebook last night, late last night. They was like, "Hey, you left before I got there. If you want to sell it, let me know." I was like, "Oh man," I said, "It's really not for sale." And then he said, "Well, here's a number," and I'm like, I don't really want to sell it." Jose Brasino. You're sending the hat and the jersey? Yeah, I want to know about the jersey. The jersey comes back legit. I want a price. I'll take a price on it. Oh, it sounds like my wife and son are home. They went and looked at our brother-in-law, sister-in-law's pool. Pedro Baez, 1103. Oh, he got some Jordan stuff, and it's clean. The jersey looks legit. It looks like one of his toward the end of his career autos. But like I told him, the only thing that scared me about it was Jordan was upper deck only. Like Griffey. Griffey was upper deck only for the longest. Fernando Tatis Jr. Like all of my Griffies are upper deck authenticated. So and the only one that I don't have a Griffey is a White Sox. Travis Jankowski. And I just hadn't bought one yet. Garrett Cole, 73 out of 76. But if he does a TriStar show, I would take one of his All-Star vest from the year they went to Colorado, and a White Sox uniform and have him sign them. If he'll start doing it, because he signed with TriStar to start doing autograph sessions. So I'm hoping he shows up to one of the Nationals. Wade Boggs, bat for the Red Sox. It's numbered 113 out of 150. I hit a Leaf Griffey suit. I sent it off to Leaf. It was a redemption. I got the 1-on-1 printing plate back. So I was hyped up about that. Bryce Harper. Gary Sanchez, 1383. Ryan McMahon. He said have. Shoe, how many autographed baseballs did you say you had? Adam Plutko, full. Aramis Garcia, 150 out of the 150th. Yeah, you never know. When I seen that pop up, like I said, I was expecting, because I was looking at them on eBay because they were live, and I'd had it for, man, I probably had that card for like a year, and I sent it in. 2 weeks later, I get a package in the mail. I'm like, yes, sir, that'll work. Franklin Barreto, 168. I put some bigger stuff up on eBay just to get more people to look through the cards I was selling. Just collect one card of each player who plays in the big leagues. Each team who never made a card. You sound like William Perkins, Scott. You and William Perkins have a little bit in common on that. He tries to do it for everybody that ever went to Mississippi, Ole Miss, or something like Mississippi State. All right, guys, that's the halfway mark. Let's go ahead and get to the second half of this. Now I tend to buy older cards, Scott, and that's the stuff that I hold on to. I use, like I do a lot of the Bowman Chrome prospects. I sell a bunch of those to buy the stuff that I actually want. Because, I mean, like, for instance, Yordan Alvarez. The guy, yeah, he's in the majors right now. He's killing it for the Astros, but it was hard for me not to take $4,000 for a gold auto of a guy who at that time was not in the majors. You know, that $4 grand buys me something super, really, really nice. And that's, I don't know. I like that. I like the Bowman Chrome stuff because of it does add to my collection. And I don't really spend money out of my pocket for it. Kind of, I don't know, like a savings account. Sell a Bowman Chrome, buy a Griffey. Sell a Bowman Chrome, buy 256 PSA 4s. Trade a Bowman Chrome, get a Tom Brady auto. Man, some days it does. You did it with Joe Adell. You sold to Joe Adell and it was $3,000, and now it's what, $10,000? I did it with Tatis. I sold 2 oranges for $3,000, and I think they're like $7,500, $8,000 a piece now. The Chrome game is a very, very, very tricky game. There's a couple of guys that I buy because I think they're going to be the next big thing, and I'll put them up. I don't even pay. I just keep adding to the little stack that I have. But for the most part, it's turn and go. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Chris got the Adele. He was in a break, hit the Adele. I bought the Yordan Alvarez gold, but I didn't give anywhere remotely close to that. I bought the orange Fernando Tatis on eBay for $260 a piece. They were $520 for 2 of them. and I bought them and then sold them for 6,000, like 6,300 bucks. To me, it's a stock market for card guys. Willie Adames out of 150, but I do agree it's it's definitely a painful experience sometimes. Yeah, yeah, you hold everything until it's worthless. What did you sold the super? What super did you hit that you sold? Joey Votto blue? Was it the Khalil Lee super? Soup? Well, supposedly the Wander Franco super sold for over 100,000. Hernan Perez 393 out of 2019. Chris Bryant, like yeah, Wander Franco super auto sold for over $100,000. Pete Alonso, it's crazy, crazy, crazy money. There's no way I could do it. Pete Alonso. How do you not? I mean, to me, how do you not lose money the day you bought the card? Manny Machado. I pulled a bunch of those back in the day. Shohei Ohtani. Khalil Lee. It was the Lee Super. That's what I thought. Yeah, you gave him a deal on it at the time. I remember that. Kevin Newman. Kikuchi. Numbered 1 out of 10, Reese McGuire for the Toronto Blue Jays. A $400 card now. I don't know. I like the older stuff, man. I agree with you. I'm with you. I think some of that money is a little much. 1306 got Kingery. I could have went in half on an orange Jordan, and I didn't. And at the time, it was dirt cheap, and I think the guy's trying to get 12,000 of it out of it right now. Fernando Tatis Jr. I want to say he was into it for like $1,000. Yeah, the blue. What is that? 1700 right now. Soup. Brandon Drury out of 150. Aren't the blues going for 1800? Ryan Sandberg. That's like me right now. I'm holding on to the blue Jordan. I'm trying to move it so I can get my driveway finished. Chris Bryant, jersey for the Cubs. If I can sell the blue in the next couple of days, I can get my driveway finished out. Bo Jackson, one of the most iconic cards out there. Bow Nose Baseball. That's a card from my childhood. Sungwa O, 1724, Yandy Diaz. You don't even look anymore. You're like me. Yasmero Pettit foil. Steven Strasburg, 150 years. They said that he's been like that for a little while. Derek Jeter. Kevin Maytan, I got a couple of them myself. Soup, I got one for you. I cracked 2 and sent them to PSA. I had 2 9.510s with a 9 surface on them. Or no, yeah, 9 surface. No, 9 centering. And cracked them and straight sent them to PSA to get them to double authenticate. So what kind of silly person am I? Leon's Martin, 1092. Yeah, I wanted them double cert autograph and the card PSA 10 dual 10s for some dumb reason. And Kevin Maytan, like, why would you do that? I do silly stuff like that from time to time. The best one yet was the Alex Kirilloff Gold. I paid $1,200 for it. Okay, so you paying attention? I'm like, man, it's a BGS. It was a BGS 9. I was like, man, I really think it's got a strong chance. Instead of sending it in for a graded card review, I cracked it. It came back at 8. It came back at 8. Little did I know is when I cracked it out of that case, it had 5 dimples on the back of the card. Yeah, I was like, you dummy. You just paid $1,200 for a card, hoping that it would bump, and now your $1,200 card is a $900 card, and you paid for it to be done that way. I was going to do it with the blue Vlad. I was going to send it to PSA and see if I could get it to swap over from a 9.510 to a PSA 10, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. I got a $4,000 card. No way. Not happening. He said, I got me a couch chipper. Buy it now or auction shoe. And then I sold the Vlad at the Chicago airport, coming back from the little show that I was at in March. Eating at some little restaurant. Wound up making the deal while we were sitting there. I'm like 30% suit. I'm running it like a 30% success rate, but it sucks because it's anytime you crack the card out of the case, it's hard to it's a big hope. You're hoping you got the same grader or a better grader. like that Mayfield. You know what I mean? Because me and you both laughed. We was like, there's no way. I was like, I'm going to attempt it and hope. And boy, that hope was spot on, wasn't it? And the best part is it got 9.5 corners. And that was the part that I was just cracking up about. I was like, man, this is silly. Jeff Mathis. Yeah, the center, wasn't it the surface that got knocked for the 9? Eloy Jimenez for the White Sox. I will tell you guys though, when I get finished breaking this afternoon tonight, I'm gonna eat like a grown man. That's a sign. You're crazy. But what got me? Look, the part that got me was how did the surface 9? Because I didn't see anything on the surface. I was like, all right, how did the surface 9? There's no way that surface was a 9. The surface was a 9.5. Numbered 81 out of 299, Joey Votto. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the surface was clean as could be. No hiccups in it nowhere, anything like that. The surface looked good. It was the corners. Andrew Chafin, 1406, Carlos Correa home run challenge. Yeah, I looked all over the surface. I was like, man, how is this? I didn't understand the 9 on the surface. Ben Gamel. Me and you both did. That's what I even told you. I was like, you know, if the corners are 9, you got a gem. Just getting the corners to 9 was gonna be the. And then we send it in, and the grader says 9.5 on the corners. I said, 9.5 on the corners. Said that Loch Ness Monster. Vlad Jr. Said that Loch Ness Monster. Whoa, don't do it. I tried to lay down Eduardo Rodriguez. Jim Palmer. The grading is so subjective now, it's silly. One grader say this card's a 10-10, another grader say it a 8-5-10. 1227, Eduardo Rodriguez. That's the crazy part about it. Depends on the grader and the day, I guess. It's damn usual. Jacob Faria, Diego Castillo, 34 out of 67. But see, I got one that just came back from Beckett the same way suit, but was flip-flopped. I took a Otani and sent it in that had a 10 autograph. It came back with a 9 autograph. I'm like, man, send it back in one more time. Joe Peraza, 1570 out of 2019. You say Zach Collins got called up today? Is it just a short call up? Somebody get hurt, or is he staying up? Dominique Smith, Miguel Sano, Major League material for the Minnesota Twins. I don't think I have any Zach Collins, honestly. I probably do. They're probably a PSA. Roberto Alomar before he spit on the umpire. Jace Fry, 1084. Pete Alonso. He was playing really well in the minors, though, for a while, wasn't he? Fernando Tatis Jr. Down to one catcher. Gotcha. Eloy got his batting average up a little bit right now. The 2 home run night, 6 RBIs the other night helped him out a little. I still think he's going to be a good ball player. Tyler O'Neill. I just think I think he got starstruck there for a minute. He didn't know what to do. Dave Winfield, New York Yankees. I think Eloy is going to be a hell of a stud for the White Sox. Same thing with Austin Riley for the Braves. I'm not a particular fan of him, but dude, he can ball. Yeah, that's been happening to me too with him. Charlie Culberson, or slash Dansby Swanson, 1039. It's Dansby Swanson, Charlie Culberson, SP. That's a joke. They are, man. Y'all, dude, y'all got a squad and a half. Squad and a half, but they're just young. Takes time. He's looking back. Oh, Matt McDonald. Did you buy the White Sox, Matt? If I didn't know you had them, I'd have charged you a couple extra dollars for them. I should have been paying attention. That should have sent you an invoice and changed your shipping. I don't know if that's the same Facebook Matt McDonald. It might not be. It might not be my buddy who I mess with on Facebook from time to time. It might be another one. He was, man. I could have. I got a phone call about orange of his, and I was like, nope, I've lost money on him twice. I was, I'm out. He's like, huh? I said, I won't touch any Austin Rileys. And then Austin Rileys went up 745%. I was like, stupid Bruce. Well, the one, like for me, the one who killed it in the minors, but could never pan out in the majors was Tucker, Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker is a minor league legend. Ah, you knew it. Ah, you knew I would have sent the invoice. I need to start paying attention to these names a little bit closer. I need to start getting y'all for an extra couple dollars on shipping. S. Harris has an eBay handle. It's like 71 letters long. I put him in the list as S. Harris. Well, I seen Groovy's Groove Dog. It messed me all up when I seen Yuval's name in it. I was like, man, oh silly Yuval Groove Dogs. So there's actually a few from Facebook tonight in this break. I'm telling you, Matt, I bought Austin Riley 2 different times and lost big money on him 2 different times. I was like, no, I'm not doing it the 3rd time. And then if I would have bought the orange at what I could have bought it at, I would have came out of the hole from what I was down the last 2 times. And I refused to do it. Kyle Lewis. Kyle Lewis can go on a 5-game tear. I buy 2 base autos, and he'll be hurt out for the rest of the year. Yeah, S. Harris got a damn name on eBay that's like this long. I was like, no, I'm not bringing my spreadsheet over that far. Happy Father's Day to you too, Mr. Steve. Jung Ho Kang full. Otani. Eric Lauer out of 150. He said you need him watching. I threw a Trevor Richards down. I finally dropped one. It took me 9 boxes. The card in there just doesn't feel right. It's that one right there. 23 out of 150. That card didn't feel right when I run my hand across it, and then when I tried to stack them up, it didn't feel right. Had a different slick feel to it. Now everything else right there feels the same. Ian Happ Gold, 1320. Anthony Rizzo giving y'all the hat. He said, yeah guys, that's a stud. Fernando Tatis Jr. Is it one of the old Topps logo with the tail? No, it's not the roll around. That one right there's got, let's see. Man, it's got a different feel to it. Like the front of the card, like these regular cards have a slick finish to them. That right there almost had like a super slick, and it was a thicker stock as well. So One of them numbered out of 150, one of them was not. That's kind of weird, though. Yeah, that's what I was telling them, man. I was like, for me, I ship all cards. Once I carried over to eBay, I started doing the all card ship. So it saved me from having a mistake and somebody not getting a card that that was a value, or stuff like that. Because if I break, honestly, I want my cards. Cody Bellinger foil, Marco Gonzalez, 150th, Dylan Betances. So I've been digging the eBay breaks, man. It's a lot smoother. Vlad, see, that card's got a different feel to it. That card right there has got a slick feel to it, but that card right there has a super slick feel to it. The stat variations. But see, the Vlad felt just like the other one, but it's not numbered on the back. I mean, with these cards in your hand, I mean, there's no, when something doesn't feel right or not. That's the reason why, if you see, I always put my hands on both sides on them, because the cards themselves will tell you if for me, if you miss something. Yes. Jacoby Ellsbury, 1853. Yeah, just my hand's not acting right. Dude, you should have seen me in here breaking football the other night with all the college uniforms. It was bad. Victor Robles out of 150, 150th year. I broke luminaries the other night. No, not luminaries, luminance. And I'm pretty good with the majority of the football guys. Panini should not put out products of guys who were some of those. I had to use group break checklist quite a bit. Pete Alonso for the Mets. But I had group break pulled up and was using that Control F like a boss. I said, man, I've never ran into a problem like that. Hobby's always better. It was the same thing with Bowman. Same thing with Bowman. Bowman, you get the lower numbered auto, a little bit more color, and to me, less trash. Eloy for the White Sox. Yeah, set builders and resale. Ronnie Rodriguez, 472. Tony Perez. Keon Broxton, 195. Aaron Judge Home Run Challenge. Jacob deGrom, that's the 150th year commemorative medallion. That is numbered 2 out of 150 for the New York Mets. Jacob deGrom, 2 out of 150. I like these cards. The cards are cool looking. Yeah, and that's my feelings about it, the same as yours, Matt. Steven Gonsalves. It's the base coating wall. Derek Jeter. Now batting for the New York Yankees, Derek Jeter. I don't think they will anymore, Matt. I think somebody's let something out of the bag about the update cards and PSA 10s and stuff. You see 18 update is going for like $1,500 a case without the packs. I think those days are over with for the next little bit. How long does it take an RK to do one of these cases, Matt? I know RK's a wizard, though. Him and Jay Birch done did probably 15 cases of this. That's what I was telling them, Matt, earlier. I've got a hobby and a jumbo over here. I'm seriously contemplating busting them myself just because. In a way, I kind of want the silver packs. Is Jay Birch helping him much anymore? He's sick because RK gets distracted. Jumbos wasn't bad the other night. Jumbos went quick. I trip out because I can do a hobby case of Bowman in an hour and 15 minutes flat. But like I'm working on almost 2 hours right now. Dakota Hudson, 150. 50th and a full. Steve Carlton, Mr. Wall-O, Fernando Tatis Jr. S. Harris is going to have 75 Fernando Tatis Jr.'s before it's over with. Fisk, Peraza, Workman. Ivan Nova, 53 out of 67 for the White Sox. Wilson Ramos, 1825, Ronald Acuna home run challenge. You had a gold auto, my man. Yeah, and that's what's, like I said, it doesn't bother me. I know some people sit back and they're like, man, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. You're exactly right. I'm winging it, to be honest with you. I watched a YouTube video, seen a guy breaking baseball cards, and said I could do that. Large PSAs. Yohan Moncada, 150s. Man, do you know right now we're doing, I'm doing about 150 to 200 a week PSA. PSA cards. Some weeks it depends on who sends me cards. Some weeks it's up into the 300 a week, but every Monday they go out to PSA. I don't know what I was thinking this week. I decided I wanted to do a boatload of breaks, and normally I take a few days off. I do take a couple of days off during the week. But this past week I was live, I think, every single night with multiple cases except for tonight. Eloy Jimenez. Because I seen that a lot of other guys were at 2 hours on breaking this. Jorge Lopez, 23 out of 25 for the Kansas City Royals. So I didn't want to schedule 2 breaks for tonight, and then this one take me 2.5 hours. So Ozzie Smith. DeMarco Vargas, 1939 out of 2019. Because on some of it, Scott, we get a better deal. Yeah, some of it is we get a better deal. Like with Beckett, PSA, stuff like that. David Fletcher, number 264 out of 299. And I look over, a lot of times, Scott, I'll look over everybody's stuff and tell them, if I think it'll grade good or not. Some people that stuff, some of that matters a little. Some people send me cards and just say, hey, bro, grade these. I'm like, all right, cool. But some actually send me the cards, want me to clean them, want me to go over them, stuff like that. Guess what you just dug up? 3 out of 150 Major League Materials Joey Gallo for the Texas Rangers. What you just dug up? I'm afraid to know, Shu, but I know you're going to tell me. Which ones you talking about? Did I miss one? See, what do you do with the evolution cards that don't have anything to do with a team like the box score ones? I think the box score one had a team name or a scoreboard, the name on the scoreboard. I'll have to look. Jorge Bonifacio, 628. Yelich update rookie gold. That's money. Was there one in this stack right here, Scott, or did I miss one? Ryan Braun, or was it earlier in the break? Because I've got the box. I keep all these boxes separated for that reason. I think there was one with a scoreboard on it or something, but it's got a team name on it for the stadium that was at. JT Riddle, 1093. Or at least the one in the jumbo, the two in jumbo did. Joe Ross. Bob Feller. The evolution of the game cards. I got you. Yeah, I mean, and my rates. I mean, like I said, Matt. Some of them. I mean, I'm going to miss some, but for the most part, I've been grading for quite a while now. Guys, we got 2 boxes left. I'm going to take me a drink of this Coke for just a minute. So it saves people money unless they want, I look at a car and go, hey man, this is going to be an 8 or, do you care what the grade is, or are you looking for a certain grade? And I always ask people, how tough do you want me to be? Like Perkins just sent me some cards, and I told him, I was like, you want me to look at them like they're mine? He said, yeah. So I kicked a couple of cards. I was like, these cards won't grade because of this, this, and this. And he's like, okay. He's like, man, he sent me 7 or 8 cards, and I kicked 2 or 3 of them. And he was like, man, it sucks. I was like, not really, because it saves you a little bit of money. And it takes me just a minute or 2 to look at them. And honestly, I don't mind doing it. I enjoy cards. Yeah, I don't want to send in 100 cards and get 75 8s and 9s. I'd rather have 85 10s and 10 to 15 9s. Ricky Henderson. Ian Kinsler, 150 years. Jason Hayward, 1587, Francisco Lindor home run challenge. Fernando Tatis Jr. Rod Carew. Miles Straw, 150th year. Dylan Betances. Oh, Astrodome, Evolution, Astrodome, Houston Astros. Yeah, the scoreboard's got a team name on it. Team name for it. The Rocket. He's standing there finna throw it flamed by everybody. How does that Yelich look? Shoe. 3962. It's regular. Yeah, double if it PSA 10s. Adam Duvall, 1307. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about. The Yelich Gold. I'll give you full value for it right now, raw, if you want to sell it. And you can sign in to PayPal and pay yourself. Yeah, and you can sign into PayPal and pay yourself if you want to. Lonnie Chisenhall. Ozzy Albies. He said, I might do it. Brian Johnson. Dale Murphy. JT Riddle. Danny Salazar, number 346 out of 2019. Pablo Reyes, 28 out of 50 for the Pirates. Updates, man. Updates are where it's at right now. I'm seeing a lot of people move from some Chrome to some of the update stuff. Ty Cobb, that's just a super cool card. Iconic card reprints. History. Kakichi. Popping Smoke out of 150. I'm going to check that David Freese because I don't remember seeing that one. 3962. Same one. Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso. For some reason, that Freeze, that is numbered 3962. Same as all the other base. But I don't remember seeing any David Freezes. I'm setting this one to the side just because that one's kind of driving me a little crazy. 3962. All the base. Or I might have seen it, I just hadn't paid attention to it. It's a 1-on-1 since. That's how many home runs he'll hit this year. That's a hell of a selling point, Shu. Good job, buddy. Heath Fillmyer for the Kansas City Royals. Yeah, that's a great selling point you just threw out there. Between him and Bellinger, who's going to win the MVP? Heath Fillmyer, Kansas City Royals. I think it's a neck-and-neck race between them two. Eloy. I got a box right now, Matt. I got a 13 update jumbo and a hobby box sitting over on my shelf, sealed, that I've been looking at for over a month now. I've wanted to open it so many times. Bryce Harper, 6 out of 2019. The amount of home runs he's going to hit against the Braves this series. He said Austin Riley. You better stop that. Last box, guys. Good luck. I want to tell you again, thank you all for getting in the break tonight. I do appreciate it. I have Spectra Basketball and New War Basketball up for tomorrow and Tuesday. And then Thursday, probably Thursday and Friday, I'll be doing Museum Baseball. So I may or may not be putting a jumbo up for later this week. I hadn't decided if I'm going to rip it or not. But as soon as this box is over with, I'll grab 12 packs. We'll rip them real quick and we'll do a hit recap. He says so there. A lot more cards in hobby than it seems like in jumbo. So I'll try to get everybody's cards out tomorrow. It may be Tuesday before I do, but I'll definitely give it a shot. Stacking up on Puigs. What's the correlation on them boxes, Matt? Do you know? You're gonna get, you know, say 2 Yeliches per box or anything like that, 1 per box. There's it all vary. And again, I might put them on eBay, just sell the boxes the way they are. Yeah, I know I still got silver packs to do. I'll do that once the break's over. Yeah, before I do the hit recap, I'll bust a silver pack. He said when you finish, I could have swore he said 120, 120, 130 raw. Yeah, looks like 120 to 130 raw. If you want to give me 200 for it. I'm going to tell you like I told my daddy. I might not be the smartest man in the world, but I can count. Trevor Richards. He says, stupid Puig. What's he doing for the Reds? Anything? I know we all thought he was going to come right back and just be on fire. Fernando Tatis Jr. Right behind it is a Vlad. He said, Trevor Story, 1366. Dustin Fowler. Dakota Hudson. Dylan Betances. Roberto Clemente. Nick Martini. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna eat for dinner tonight. I'm getting a little hungry. Whitey Ford, Kevin Kiermaier, flip stock, 82 out of 99. Man, but last year in LA, he was doing real good. When they traded him, I was like, all right, he's going to go to Cincinnati and he's going to smash. It's what I figured. And now Matt Kemp went to Cincinnati and he's already been cut. It's like they all went to Cincinnati and just like, I don't want to be here. Yeah, Arenado is in 13. Arenado, Goldie, and Yelich. Nicky Delmonico foil, Cal Wright. Arenados are selling high right now. I think there's a couple of people that are pushing them and then getting away from them. Because if you watch, the Yeliches were super high. Dude's still playing out of this world, and yet the price has dropped. I think that's a little bit of market manipulation. Vlad Sr. for the Expos. Washington Nationals. He was awesome. Nick Williams, 331 out of 2019. That's 6 Topps chromes if you need them, and a nice Topps chrome too. We'll talk. Goldie was 2011. I thought Goldie was 2013. Who the hell do I got? What do I got over there? Goldie was with Harper, wasn't he? I'm trying to think who I was on the box. Reese McGuire. Pete Alonso. Man, I did see today, Scott, that somebody run across the St. Louis Cardinals team signed ball authenticated by PSA that had Kurt Flood's autograph on it as well, and they paid, I think, $225. I would have bought. I sent the little thing on it and said, hey, if you want to make $50, just let me know. I'll buy it. Julio Urias, 150th. Aramis Garcia, 14 out of 67 for the Giants. I just threw a top loader across the screen. Yeah, I would have let him make $50 on that, you know, just with the quickness. He said it's for sale. He'll let me know sometime tomorrow what he wants for it. Eloy Jimenez. You got a Goldie update. You got to go to that too. Shoe's just over messing with me is all he's doing. Shoe's just picking at me. Roger Clemens blue. Jared Hughes foil. Big Poppy after he got shot. Boston Red Sox. That's a nice card. I know Kirk Flood stuff is high. Chris Sale, 704 out of 2019. Kyle Schwarber. Steven Matz. Jason Hayward. Goldie was in 2011. Victor Carantini. Mike Trout. Just because. I know it's a reprint, but still. Everything Trout stuff selling for crazy amounts of money. And that's liable to get somebody $10-15. Who knows? Chris Owings, 256 out of 2019. Kurt Suzuki. Miles Straw. Chris Davis, jersey for the Oakland Athletics. I'll need some more regular top loaders before I bust open the packs, I believe. Ian Happ. Alright guys, that's the case break. Let's get to the, go over here and grab these packs. Get another pack of top loaders. We'll do those and then we'll do the hit recap. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Count one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of those. One pack of top loaders. Alright guys, 12 packs. Roberto Alomar, Ponce de Leon, Roberto Clemente, Michael Kopech, Robinson Cano, Nolan Arenado, Kyle Tucker, Steven Duggar. Yount, Pujols, Goldilocks, Dakota Hudson. Bryce Harper, Max Scherzer, Kevin Newman, Miguel Andujar. Steven Duggar, Alomar, De Leon, Clemente. Just in a different order. Cano, Arenado, Kyle Tucker, Danny Jansen blue for the Toronto Blue Jays. Number 37 out of 150. Josh James, Kikuchi, Bellinger, Kobe Allard. Chris Sale, Martini, Rowdy Talese, Cole Stewart. Bregman, Miles Straw, Joey Votto, Robin Yount, black for the Milwaukee Brewers. Numbered 64 out of 199. Machado, Urias, DeGrom, and Chipper. Eloy, Andrew McCutchen, Danny Jansen, Rowdy Talese gold for the Toronto Blue Jays. That is numbered 38 out of 50. Last pack, guys. Good luck. Touki Toussaint, Frank Thomas, Mariano Rivera, Clayton Kershaw. Guys, that is the break. Put those right there. Let's do the hit recap real fast. All right, we got a Fernando Tatis Jr., David Price jersey, Tanaka jersey, Pete Alonso, Chris Archer SP, Eloy, Giancarlo Stanton SP, Victor Robles, Josh Rogers out of 50, Red Nick Birdie auto, Eloy Jimenez, Pete Alonso, Fernando Tatis twice, Rugged Adore, Dave Winfield bat, Chipper Jones couch, Eloy Jimenez gold Ohtani, Willie Stargell, Alonso Tatis, Anthony Rizzo two-color jersey, Eloy Vlad, Rowdy Talese Gold, black Robin Yount, and a Danny Jansen blue. Eloy, Alonso, Vlad Tatis, Anthony Rizzo SP, Luke Voigt, Stat SP, Dave Winfield, Tatis, Alonso, Miguel Sano jersey, Diego Castillo black out of 67, Vlad Jr., Joey Votto, Eloy, Chris Bryant jersey, Fernando Tatis Jr., Reese McGuire 1 of 10, Pete Alonso, Wade Boggs bat out of 150, Garrett Cole red out of 76, Fernando Tatis Jr., Eloy, Alonso, George Brett, Vlad. Chris Davis jersey, Mike Trout reprint, David Ortiz SP, Eloy, Aramis Garcia black, Pete Alonso, Vlad SP, Kevin Kramer with the little logo, Vlad Jr., Tatis, Bryce Harper gold, Eloy, Heath Fillmeyer auto, Pete Alonso, pink Pablo Reyes out of 50, Roger Clemens, Fernando Tatis Jr., Joey Gallo jersey out of 150, black David Fletcher, Jorge Lopez number 23 of 25, Eloy, Alonso, black Ivan Nova, Fernando Tatis Jr., and a Jacob deGrom commemorative patch out of 150. Guys, that is the break, the hit recap, and the silver packs. I want to tell you all thank you guys for spending your afternoon with me, putting in the bids, getting the teams. I'll try my hardest, guys, to get this stuff out to you tomorrow. Again, all cards ship. Thank you, guys. Be safe, and I'll see you all later. Have a great night.